Opponent mulligan to 4? Looks like. If we want to be greedy, which I think we do, we'll go this, grab Island, play Storm Chaser Talent. I need to put away my Lorcana cards. We bought a couple starter decks and things, and we haven't really touched them. Opponent played Fountain Port. I'd say against the average Fountain Port deck, we don't want Torch the Towers. We want Patchpaw formations. Assuming they're a little bit bigger, but like mid-range decks, so I think this is where we want to be. I got my Rowls today. Got some pretty little, pretty the full art ones. I didn't even know there was a full art option until I found them on Hobbytown's website. Hey, there you go. That's not bad. Do they run a decent amount of Lorcana tournaments in Grand Island? That sounds fine. I'm Storm Chaser Talent again. Ghost Vacuum? Joke's on you, opponent. Ghost Vacuum's not that good against us. Oh, they're playing Big Red? Champions. Gotcha. That's still not like a bad turnout for Lorcana, I don't think. I'll smash face with Storm Chaser's Talent Otter tokens. I'm not above it. Gotcha. Well, I think that there's pretty big nostalgia factor with all the old Disney cards, like all the old Disney stuff. And gets us all. Another Storm Chaser's Talent? I mean, triple Storm Chaser's Talent's probably good enough. Or quadruple Storm Chaser's Talent, I mean. Sure. Go ahead. That was incredibly rude. I gotta grab a mountain. Let's Moment of Truth first. Really? It's a lot of Doomsday Demon. I think I've only seen one Doomsday Demon deck in the games that I've played on here. I think I'm multi-questing Druid. Put the Impulse in the graveyard. We'll analyze the Pollen, grab a red source, and play it and pass. Opponent's low on cards. Give him Delirium. It's a little annoying. What rank were you, Mary Brian, when you saw those Doomsday Demons? Having double fear is a little annoying. I think I'm supposed to just play Questing Druid as a Questing Druid. I'll try to get into a 3-3 and hope they don't have removal spells or last card in their hand. We can't let them attack for 8 next turn without having something in play. Fuck. That's brutal. Really just want to hit a blue land there. Of course, I do think we have to take this hit. It wasn't a bad draw. Screaming Nemesis, okay. They didn't do that the best for them. So I can block like this, take 3, protect our Questing Druid. Oh, they get... I fucking killed myself. That was stupid. I forgot that gets to attack again anyway. Alright, that was bad. That was bad. I'm not in the swing of things yet. Too early. Alright, we definitely want the torches. Those. Been a long time since he played the standard on Arena. Sounds fine. I want a moment of triumph, or a moment of truth here. Razorkin Needlehead, that's fine. It's a hunter's moon. Put the Flood Caller in the graveyard. Take her damage. Let's go ahead and stick a Enduring Vitality. Gotcha. I got myself all kinds of stuck back into playing Magic again. It's been fun, though. Been really enjoying Magic recently. Standard's been a whole lot of fun. Strike again. It's a hunter's moon. I think I'm just on Enduring Vitality again. The FOMO. I'll take it. Alright, we should be able to win here pretty easily. Start with Sleight of Hand. We just need to hit a couple spells off here. It's a spell. It matters. Questing Druid's good. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Got him. Touching you, yeah, you're touching. I believe in a thing called. Oh, this is the Sweet Otter combo deck. We kind of splashed together a couple different of the combo decks that were floating around. And came together on this list that I put together that I think is the best of both worlds. And currently we are on, I think we're 11-2 with it between yesterday and today. The deck has just been so good. Just been nuts good. Oh, it's so much fun. Thanks for coming in, hopping out, and checking out the channel. Even a thing called love. Just listen to the rhythm of the heart. Let's go find ourselves a third land. Fuck. Doing good, Chops. How you doing? Yeah, right off the top, like a true professional. Let's go! Go ahead and Kaito me. No fear of the Kaito. Let's go ahead and grab a green and play second Enduring Vitality. It's a good threat to push out to Kaito. Dinner break, nice, nice. A Gixie. Gross. Well, I'll take that. No blocks. They play Spyglass Siren here. Duress me. Rude. I assume this is going to trade with the Gix. Just fine with me. I think we're supposed to shove this in play, unfortunately, because I don't want to get hit by a counterspell. We're a little behind the 8-ball from the pressure here, but I think we got a chance still. Take 5. It's a little unfortunate there. We are most incredibly dead here. So for this matchup, I like the Obliterating Bolts. I like the Rowls. Don't care for that as much. I think I want some Towers. I think to say its name is like the worst card we have. Sand is fine. Not amazing, but we'll keep it. Duress me. I fear no duress. Vitality. Old batty boy. Ral was a really good draw. Go ahead and slam Ral and start upping. Swing with my Vigilant Bambi. Go. It was really rude to kill that. Did not approve. Go ahead. That's a fairy mastermind. I can flash an Enduring Curiosity. Okay, Kaito, that's fine. Take that. I think this was to flash this in response. I'll let them do their thing. Now just gotta try to burn into a bunch of redraws for cards. That's Spyglass Siren. Alright, blue, Impulse. Storm Chaser talents +1 mana. This is +1 mana. This can pick up another card, so I think we're supposed to take this. Blue. Storm Chaser's talent, untap. Blue, sleight of hand. Untaps. Sleight of hand is +1 mana. Blue. Sleight of hand. Okay, we missed on thing there. Right now they block here, take 9. We'll go grab Impulse again. Blue, Impulse. Questing Druid and Moment of Truth. Probably supposed to be Moment of Truth. Gives us 1 card deeper. Alright, any removal spell kills him, so that'll work. Kill this, and kill opponent. We don't have to fully combo, we just have to partially combo, and it's good enough. Got Terminal Storm Chaser's talent, which is sick. Never didn't have it, that's right. We had it the whole time. Easy combo GG. Very rude of them to take our red source. Oh, they're going aggressive, huh? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Enduring Vitality. Pass. Thank you so much for the Prime sub. I appreciate it. Hope you're having a good night. Thank you so much, Brian. So I think we're supposed to kill something here. Actually, maybe we're supposed to hold this back to block. So they're going to take one of our removal spells. All right. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, let's see if we can kill him, shall we? So we're definitely going to Storm Splitter. Obliterating Bolt. The Deep Cavern Bat. Analyze the Pollen. 2, 4, 6, 8. Go grab a Questing Druid. Questing Druid. Oh, hey, how's it going? How are you doing this evening? Let's go ahead and just pick up Sleight of Hand. Recast Sleight of Hand. What were you playing at the RC? Or at the 10K at the RC? We have lethal here, so we just play Valley Stormcaller or Valley Floodcaller. Play Ral, untap all of our druid or all of our otters. I don't think I need to go any further than that. Should be plenty. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, you crushed me if I remember right. Oh, nice solid win there. Not too bad. Yeah, my matchup, playing the Enigmatic deck against the Mono Red's definitely not the best matchup in the world. Yeah, GG's, man. It was fun. It was nice to play in DC and get to hang out. I do enjoy slinging some spells. I'm gonna play a whole lot of paper magic anymore, unfortunately. Doesn't pass. We'll instant moment of truth. We're really just trying to find ourselves enduring vitality. I am old now. I'm definitely not in my prime anymore. We want to put this in the graveyard so it amps up our Analyze of Pollen, so we'll just put Sleight of Hand in hand, I suppose. They haven't given us any information on what they're actually doing. One more time. Ew. That's fine. Alright, Questing Druid with that on the stack. Kind of see what we have we're working with here. Oh, we can put Bulldoze into play next turn. It's not bad. I suppose we're just discarding a Storm Splitter. Feels bad, man, but I think that's correct. Valley Floodcaller, Stormcaller's talent, pass. Goodbye, my poor little otter token. That's fine. I'm actually pretty okay with the Storm Splitter hiding under a Deep Cavern Bat. Interesting. I'd like to attack your Liliana of the Veil. This giving all of our non-creature spells flash is just hilarious. One of those, like, subtly really good things that it does. We're just kind of doing all of this hoping that I'll have a Sunfall. This deck is a blast. It's a lot of fun. I'm glad you enjoyed the VODs. I've had a whole lot of fun with this deck. It does some really just absurd things. Alright. Opponent kind of emptied us out on cards. Oh, did they really? I did not know that. I haven't messed around Twitch too much on the phone recently. Okay, so what do we want to do here? I don't have a removal spell or anything I can pick up with this. I think I'm supposed to start with this and see what we find. Hot garbage. Let's go ahead and pick up the Moment of Truth. I mean, they don't block this, right? I want to hold this in case they have another Liliana they want to uptick. I doubt they do. I doubt they have third Lily. But, and if they do have third Lily, it's going to come down and tick down on our Flood Caller. Okay, that's fine. If they do that, we can analyze the pollen now for Questing Druid and start trying to go off. We also can just up our Storm Chaser's talent and just kill them with that, actually. They're not really pressuring us with anything right now. We don't need to try to go off, like, super heavy this turn. Lurking. How's it going, Pappy? I think now we want to analyze. I'd really like to leave the Questing Druid in the graveyard, but we can't. Grab Questing Druid for next turn. Swing in for 3. We still have all 3 torches in our deck. At any point in time we find a torch, we can basically kill them. Honestly, picking up either of these with a torch is going to be just incredible. We've played through a lot of disruption this game. Like, opponents had double Liliana. Oh, that's fine. This is kind of a case in point game as to why Deep Cavern Bat's like it's a really good card, but when it's not brought up by pressure or anything else, it can be kind of lackluster. That was brutal. That was rough. Attack for 6. All right, well, that's not the greatest for us. That was above average. I'll take that draw. No, cancel. Okay. Blue, blue, blue. Impulse. I mean, we're taking the Storm Chaser's talent here, I think. No, because we don't have, like, any other... Well, I guess we picked our Impulse back up. Now let's take the Storm Chaser talent, I think. Looks a little weird on the surface because we had a removal spell in there, but... this does a lot for us. Take a moment of truth. It's nice that our deck like draws a bunch of cards but doesn't actually draw any cards also. So like the Shieldred in play doesn't really affect us that much. Nine, 18. I think we have lethal, so they block here. Take 9, 15, 20. I want the Rowls. I don't like this card as much in this matchup. We got there though. Had a little bit of a rough go in the middle, but it didn't matter. Sounds good. Let's do it. Get our little otter into play. What a monster. I killed our beautiful little otter. That wasn't very nice. We did get to 2 for 1 then with our otter. So I guess we have that going for us. Do I want to cash in 1 sleight of hand? I think I'm fine with cashing in a sleight of hand. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Hope you're having a good night. Thanks for hanging out. In your head. This is just by far the focal point of the deck. We just need to get Enduring Vitality into play as quickly as we can at most points. Archfiend of the Dross. I don't want to deal with that one. Supposed to be Moment of Truth first. We just want the land. Okay, attacker 3 before blocks. Bounce this and bounce this. We're definitely a tempo deck at heart. Let's go ahead and filter some of these lands into cards. So they have to attack their Archfiend into our Ral. If they try to attack with just a Deep Cavern Bat, we can Questing Druid and live. So this is 12, 13, 14. We don't die, so I don't really care. Okay. The question is, do I save my Ral? I actually don't think I do. Because I think I need the extra spell for my Storm Splitter. So I think Ral dying is fine. Storm Splitter. Want to cast Sleight of Hand first because it's a sorcery. These are instants. I'm supposed to take the torch to the tower. Cast our instants. So now we're flying, we're free, free to fall from the storm. Every song. All right. So far away. I don't know if we've just been getting abnormally lucky with this deck or what, but it has definitely been fantastic. Oh, hey, look! Alex is alive. I was starting to wonder. How you doing, fella? How's life? Is it raining out in Omaha, too? It's raining real good here. Nice. Oh, it's raining hard here. It just started pouring again. See if we can beat the Danny boy. Take the Storm Splitter. A Tassie dub? A tasty dub. We'll try. We'll do our best. We did just come off a dub. There's one thing Alex is good at. It's embarrassing himself. What? We have so many spells, I think we just go for it. We only have one. So we cast Storm Splitter. Storm Splitter. Sleight of Hand. Kill it in response, we tap for mana. I think we can kill him as long as I don't have a counterspell for the Storm Splitter, but if they do, then we can say its name for the following turn, try to combo again. Oh, that's awkward. It's a lot of things I had to put into doing that, though, so it's not like the worst thing in the world. Or reset again next turn. Dijin's annoying. Pick Storm Splitter back up. We'll round 2 of Otters next turn. That's not a good sign. They put a removal spell into the graveyard. Oh, we just have to go for it. They have a 3 steps ahead. It is what it is. We are so incredibly dead. Alright, here we want the patch pop formations. Torch the Towers of trash. This town ain't big enough is decent. Blittering Bolts are like okay, but they're only good against the Dijin. Or the Jin's real bad against everything else. So I think we just sit with these. This is a matchup where it might be correct for us to have a couple of Ghost Vacuums on the board. This matchup's pretty popular. This deck the opponent's playing is pretty popular. Might be a change you want to make. Sand is very good. We have nice actual early aggression, which is nice. Double Storm Chaser's talent's good. Good opening turns. Chase the talent. I think I just want to cast Enduring Vitality. Oh, the misery. The beats? Hope they don't have temp lock down. Rude. Attack for 4. I'm okay with 4 damage. I think we just pick up the song here. milled over a recommission, which is fine. I don't have anything to get back with it yet. Just hoping they don't find another... Hopefully they don't find... I guess I put that in hand so the recommission, so an Oculus isn't the worst thing. Okay. They could just cast Oculus now, but that takes a decent amount of their mana. Just a pass of the turn, huh? I'm just supposed to do this for 4 of them. Counterspell, so be it. Sure. That is a prankster. Just hoping they don't have another Get Lost or a Soul Partition or something. Build over hot garbage. It's good. They gotta chart the course, but... Oh, did you? Danny Boy 16. The infamous Danny Boy 16. It's another prankster. I mean... Suppose I start on a sleight of hand. Am I gonna make an otter every time I cast a spell, which is pretty good? Go ahead and put 2 otters into play. I suppose I take another Storm Chaser's Talent, put that in the graveyard, that into my deck. Take the Questing Druid, I think. Go ahead and attack for 3. Assuming it's going to get river flooded. Into the Flood Maw, that's fine. Then we play Enduring Vitality. Pass. Our deck's pretty good at playing these like broken games where no one's really doing what they're supposed to be doing. I'd like to play an a Storm Chaser's Talent. Opponent, how do you feel about that? It really nice to have another blue source in play, too. Drawing a lot of the red-green lands has been a little troublesome this game. Make another otter. And then I would like to attack with my creators. Just let me attack. Let me attack with my otters. Please. Please. If it takes too much longer here, they're going to get forced to not be able to block. And then they are just dead. Well, my opponent's dead. Oh, it gives him time to ring the blockers. I do think we still probably win this game almost assuredly, but they just die now, so. Well, they're going to make any changes. I think I like where we're at. So far, we are... Let me pull up my record here. Decks felt really good. The worst matchup is definitely mono-red. Like the leyline red-green decks. Everything else feels like you're probably slightly favored against, if not heavily favored. Against, like, the green-black mid-range decks and the mono-white / blue-white shells, it all seems like it's very good. That's rough. Honestly, I might have left the match now, too. We might not get a game 3. Let me check my untapped real quick to see what we're at. I think we're 13-2 with this deck at the moment. Maybe 14-2. We're 13-2. With this current build. I played this deck before on a little bit of a different kind of shell, but still kind of the same premise. It had the Storm Chaser's talents and without the Valley Flood Callers, and we had a pretty decent record with that. So overall, our record with this style of deck is 37-13. The only change I'm considering at the moment is I do want to cut some of the Say It's names. I think I probably want to cut at least one for a third impulse. That card's been pretty lackluster. Do think you still want a decent amount of them because it's a good way to get your threats back into your hand if they get countered or get killed. Which is nice. Kind of gives you redundant enduring vitalities, which I like. I do think we need to fit some graveyard hate in the board. That's something I kind of overlooked when I was rebuilding the sideboard and didn't put any ghost vacuums or anything in there. But overall, the main shell feels really solid. I definitely wouldn't cut any of the Storm Chaser's talents. Force Sleight of Hand feels right. Moment of Truth feels like the best of the cantrips. Questing Druid's incredible. I think 3 Storm Splitter's fine. I think 3 and 3 on the 2, like combo otters. And you have to play 4 Enduring Vitality. It's just the card that makes the deck tick. I think this hand's fine. I would recommend it if you like mid-rangey decks, especially like mid-rangey combo decks. I think this is exactly what you want to be playing. It has the problem I had with the previous iterations of this deck that were playing the Storm Splitters is that they felt way too reliant on having to have your Storm Splitter. And if you didn't have the combo, your deck was just absolute garbage. Feels really bad to take this mountain over these two spells, but I think we have to. This deck is very good at just the backup plan of beating your opponent to death with otters. It's an interesting lizard. I think I'm supposed to just end step cast a Valley Flood Caller. Feel like we're gonna get Thought Not Seared here. Or not Thought Not Seared. Thought Stalker Warlocked. Hopefully I don't just have triple Burning Tree Emissary. That would be unfortunate. There's the Thought Stalker Warlock. I think they're probably supposed to take our Say Its Name or a Storm Splitter. I think those are like the two best cards to take. We can Impulse to untap our creature. Sure. It's a little annoying. I think we have to Impulse in response to that one. Take the Enduring Vitality, force them to have to take this out of our hand. Or the Storm Splitter. Take two. It's not a bad draw. Alright. Don't have a removal spell, please, opponent. No removal spells. That's not a removal spell. I'm not blocking that. If we draw a torch or something to pick this up, that would be huge. I'm supposed to cast this first. And analyze the pollen. Or questing druid. I'm supposed to take the analyze the pollen. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4. They can exile the top 4 cards of my deck. We can pump the team for... Get to 4. We can't make it to lethal, I don't think. I'll get to a lot of damage, though. God damn, we didn't hit a land there. We don't have a second island to go get either, which sucks. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. It's 18 damage as it stands. If we had an island left in our deck, we would have had lethal that turn. Unfortunately. Because we'd be able to grab island off of that. Oh, that's an interesting block. You go to 2. Go ahead. Another Storm Splitter is not exactly what we wanted. Go ahead. Any instant or sorcery there would have been pretty decent. Oh, shit. You're right. We could have... I forgot that... right? Does that let you get any land if you analyze the pollen? Oh, shit. I didn't even realize that. I've never actually went to go get a non-basic land before. You're right. We would have had lethal that turn. Good catch. That was a really good draw. Doesn't guarantee lethal, but it puts us in a pretty good spot to find lethal. We need to find one spell out of these 2 cards. Okay, I need to be more specific because that didn't do it. But this does do it. Actually, this does do it as well because I can pick back up something. I should just cast this for 0. So that puts us at a block. They have 3 blockers. 1, 2, 3. Take. Just want to make sure we don't die to anything silly here. Alright, need to remember. Analyze the pollen, can't go get any land. Would have won that game a little earlier, but that's alright. Still won. Just something we need to keep in mind for later, for different times. I don't know if we had any left in the deck. I'm assuming we did because we didn't have any in play. I don't think we'd milled over all of them either. The sand is atrocious. Much better. I kind of just want to throw the Storm Splitter back. I think that's wrong, though. Probably supposed to throw this guy back. Actually, we'll throw back this one. Turn 1 Storm Chaser. Had her say its name, yeah. The Hired Claw. I think I'm supposed to kill that. It takes out the explosive draws they could have where they go like double Flame Cash Gecko, which is the draws we lose almost 100% of the time. Well, we got a land. That's what we're looking for. The mana is a little rough. Yes, the mana is not great. I'm definitely not convinced the mana base is correct. But you do have a lot of constraints on your mana, unfortunately. Opponent would attack first. They could add a +1/+1 counter on their Deep Cavern Bat. See if that comes back to mattering. Wasn't a bad pickup. I think I would rather Storm Chaser's talent here than worry about getting the Valley Flood color into play. This when you cast or when it enters the battlefield. Okay, so I can kill it with a creature on the stack if I need to. Alternate win con is Valley Flood Caller with Otters. Against this deck, the best name would be to name the Enduring Vitality. That is the linchpin of the deck for either one of the two different combos that it puts out. Otherwise, it can just win with Storm Chaser's talent and just ticking it up and making a bunch of idiots. That does resolve. I think here I'm just shooting this down and blocking and killing the Gev and trying to make the game last a little longer. We're just hoping we draw Enduring Vitality here. Okay. Them hitting double Questing Druid's a little tilting. The previous build of this deck we were playing really couldn't win if you got rid of the Storm Splitter or if you got rid of Enduring Vitality. So this is a lot better at being able to kill through those kind of things. That seems wrong to me. Right? I feel like they're just supposed to attack with both their Laughing Jasper Flint and play the Thoughtstalker Warlock, right? I feel like we're in a much worse spot if that was just their play. Like, don't get me wrong, we're not in a good spot regardless. But I'd be much more afraid if that would have been their play. I think we're still just dead, but... This needed to be an untapped land to give us a chance to be able to do something here. Yeah, I bet they do. Yeah, that's real rough against the Jace decks. Actually, I probably should have brought the Obliterating Bolt in. It's a mistake. That's alright. The house. I think his hand doesn't really do anything. His hand is trash. I think his Pyroclasm are supposed to be Obliterating Bolts. This hand's fine. Throw a Song and Moment of Truth back. I do think we're sleight of handing. We're trying to find a red source. Well, Impulse is good too, but I think Stonebrain's definitely something that's pretty good right about now. There's a lot of weird decks that Stonebrain's good against. Yeah, we took the risk of getting Flame Crash Geckoed here. But I really didn't want to get hit by the Deep Cavern Bat. I wanted to be able to kill that, so that's why we did what we did. Go ahead, opponent. No Thoughtstalker Warlock, please. These are the draws that are really hard to beat from the Lizards deck when they just go like 1-drop into 2/2 drops into a Thoughtstalker Warlock, especially when you mulligan to 5. We're going to draw really well to have a chance at this game. I would rather you take the Storm Splitter than my Torch the Tower. Storm Splitter doesn't really do anything right now. Yep, no blocks. Impulse isn't the worst thing in the world. Opponent could have called our bluff and double blocked. Would have been a rough spot if they did that, but that doesn't feel particularly great. Geb's a little annoying. This deck can go off from a very low point. Because all of the cards draw into other cards, it takes a lot of luck, but it can do that fairly well. An Impulse. We should have tapped this and left the forest up. Probably supposed to take the Analyze the Pollen here. We got Flame Cash Gecko. Oops. Undo. Tap this for blue. So I think we attack. I like Fabled Passage. I don't think you play more than 2 in this deck. I think that playing more than that is just asking to get screwed over on the early turns because you really need your lands to be Enderplay tapped. Sure. Yes, we put the fear in them, chat. They're afraid to attack us. Alright, go to 5. I would like my elk, please. I'd like to cast my elk. I mean, the odds of us winning this game are not great, but we have put ourselves in a position to be able to get out of here with a win. I think they should have attacked with their Gev. Is what I would have done if I were them. Ooh, that's not good for us. So that's going to put us to 3. We are fucking dead. Damn it. Ah, that Valley Flamecaller kills us. There's nothing we can do about it as long as they attack with all their creatures. Oh, okay, now we're just super dead. That was a really close game. They didn't attack. They didn't attack. I don't know why. It makes me uncomfortable. Well, Storm Splitter? I mean, we still don't have for sure lethal, just most likely lethal. I'm real confused. Hold. We just need to draw a couple more spells and we can win. Storm Chaser's Talent does it, I think, because that picks up Impulse. Song also probably does it, but... Impulse. Yes, Jeskai Ascendancy is a heck of a Magic card. That card is real good, and I did not deserve that win, but we will take it 100%. Yes, I had fun. I'm really confused to what opponent was doing, but I will take it. You know, I played a lot of the Jeskai Ascendancy Tokens deck when it was in Standard. It definitely wasn't the best thing to be doing at the time, but it was the most fun thing to be doing. Easy GG, let's go. I'm going to pop the deck up on the stream real quick while I use the restroom. Thanks everyone for watching. Hope everyone's enjoying the stream. I will be right back. Alright, back to work. I don't know if there's any room in here for me to put the ghosts in here. The ghost vacuums. Guess maybe we don't need a third RAL. I've been very happy with the pyroclasms. Let's do 2 ghost vacuums. Put the RAL back in. All right, threw some pretties in the deck too while we're sitting here. Yes, I do go off consistently with this. I find so I played a version that's similar to what you're talking about. That was the first version of the deck that I played. That was playing like the Picklock Pranksters and things like that. But the problem that I found with that list is it relied really heavily on just the Storm Splitter combo itself. This list I found is a lot more consistent at just killing people with damage with your just random otters. And Valley Floodcaller has been just nuts good. I actually feel like I've been going off more consistently with this deck with the Storm Splitters than I was with the heavy creature list. We lose our Enduring Vitality, which sucks, but we're just going to do this, see if we can find another Enduring Vitality or removal spell. Found a red source, which a blue source, which is nice. I think I just want to do that and cast Questing Druid and pass. The Picklock Pranksters I found to be kind of underwhelming most of the time as well, just in and of itself. We had a lot of times where we would whiff on the Free the Fae. Oh, I wasn't playing Hearth Elemental. I never played that one. Yeah, I think that's what I found, and I found that the talent seems to do a really good job of that. The Storm Chaser's talent, I've been very impressed with that card. Card has been consistently overperforming. Deck for 2. In our end step, I want to Questing Druid because I don't want it to get hit by a Make Disappear on opponent's turn. That is how that works, right? Or in the turn, yeah. I'm like 99% sure it's how that works. Play around counter spells as when we can. Questing Druid. Storm Chaser's Talent. Yeah, I kind of figured that was coming down here soon. Another blue source isn't bad. Let's go ahead and Moment of Truth. Another Questing Druid's not bad. Let's put that in the graveyard. It's going to attack here. We're going to analyze the pollen. Go grab an Enduring Vitality. Sure. Ooh, song's good. Hit me. Really just kind of looking for a Torch of Defiance. Or Torch the Tower, I mean. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Hope you're having a good night. Thank you for the follow. 2 follows. I like it. 2 in a row. Let's go ahead and kill the one with the Valley Flood Caller under it. I'd like to cast a Valley Flood Caller. How do you feel about that, opponent? Ooh, it resolved. Okay, okay. I'd like the Storm Chaser's Talent. How do you feel about that? I would like to cast a song. Tashana's Tidebinder, huh? That's fine. My critters have haste. And block here 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. They don't have lethal on the crackback regardless. Go ahead. Like that game, we were not winning with a Storm Splitter combo. The Valley Flood Caller really let us do a lot there. And honestly, we really won because Questing Druid just kind of carried us in those early turns. Questing Druid was huge. I want those. I don't want these, I believe. I don't think Rowl's very good in this matchup. I don't mind patch bot formation, but I don't think it's necessary. This hand's actually pretty good. Gotta believe me. Nice. 15 and 2 with the deck. We did get a gift our last game playing against the lizard guy that basically gave us a free win. It was nice. The ghost vacuum. Ghost Vacuum is not the strongest card against us. It's not terrible. It does keep our Analyze the Pollens in check, and we can't really uptick our Storm Chaser's talent, which sucks, but... Pretty happy just obliterating, bolting that, and attacking. I'll play pretty much anything. I try to stick to more mid-range or bigger mid-range decks, bigger mid-range or ramp. We played a lot of... I have a blue-white enchantments list that we used to get into Mythic Played that quite a bit. Played Red Green Smuggler Surprise for a little while. We played not Jund. Green Black. Pretty much play anything. Anything that is not Leyline of the red Leyline deck. I won't be playing that anytime soon on the channel, or the any of the Gruul Prowess decks. Not really not my thing. Goodbye, poor Valley Flood Caller. You were too young for this world. This is one of those rare instances I think might actually just be corrected as Castle Storm Splitter. Nah, we're supposed to Questing Druid on the end of their turn. On my Untapped, I'll put my link for Untapped in the chat, and it'll show all the different decks that I've played recently. They have 3 spells in their hand. They didn't play lands. They can't do their Ghost Vacuum, the big Ghost Vacuum part at least. Analyze the Pollen Storm Chaser's talent. It's not bad. I'll take that. Go ahead and play Questing Druid. Play Storm Chaser's talent. Actually, let's go ahead and grab a... Did I play my land for the turn? I don't remember. We're gonna grab our island, though. We did, okay. Take a pain, then. I would like to attack for 3 opponent. Another otter down. Another one bites the dust. I suppose it's about time to start uptaking our Storm Chaser's talents. Try to get one of them to 6 so that we can just start making critters every time we cast a spell. It's incredibly rude. I think that's better than playing Storm and then Impulsing. It's like a 2-turn thing to do, but... I don't really want to give them the option to kill a Storm Chaser and then get Valley Floodcaller and Storm Chaser under leg and play, because that would be pretty bad for us. They could try to combo us to death. Okay, so now we need to start actually doing things. Now they found a threat. Spirebelf Canal, sure. Go ahead. I'm okay with drawing cards. I feel like our average draw is probably better than theirs at this point in time, since we have a thing that makes us creatures every time we put something into play. I think I'm fine with that. Hit me. Alright, end step. I would like to cast a Valley Floodcaller. Then I would like to cast a Moment of Truth. Do not want to tap our red source. Triggers. I want that one. I'd like to play a song for 2, I think, or 3. 1, 2. So we do it for 2. That is just the actual worst way to tap my mana. Let's do this. I was going to make 2 rats. I'm going to give this Otter haste. Then we can swing with the team. And then have 2 spells to cast on backup. But Roxanne's so good. Put Roxanne in everything. No one will ever fault you for playing Infinite Roxanne. The card is cracked. It is one of my favorite 5-drops right now, for sure. Actually, probably just is my favorite 5-drop right now. Yes. We've done a lot of climbing with this deck. It has been really good for us. This is pretty much exclusive of been playing since we're at, I think, like 1200 Mythic. We're 16-2 on the ladder with it so far. I like it. Gen Control seems sweet. Playing some Red Overlords in there. Red Overlord sick. No. No, no. No, I don't want that thing in play at all. Actually, I think I'm okay with playing Say Its Name here. Definitely just going to pick up another Enduring Vitality. That way if the first one gets killed, we're good. I love that Liliana. It is one of my favorites. Very excited to get to play Liliana Dreadhorde General again. Played a lot of that card. So, we taking bets on if they're playing Reenact the Crime? I assume the answer to that is like 100% yes. I think I'm just on second Enduring Vitality and tap land here. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Hope you're having a good night. Oh, no. The Atraxa. Or is it just going to casually put into play with Cruelty of Gix? What is your reanimation spell of choice, opponent? Ooh, Valgavoth. That's fine. Put a Traxy back in hand. One, two, three, four, five, six. Puts it down to 4 mana. It might be better as just red black or green black or not green black, black red. You could play like FOMO and things. You might not need the green. All right, let's impulse and see what we can find. Didn't really need another enduring vitality. Think I take it though. Just like try to maximize our mana for next turn and try to win next turn again. I think that seems like the right call. We're in a real bad spot to like deadly cover up, but I mean we're not beating that card, so. Don't really care if they put a Valgavoth into play. That's something we can beat. Sure. I feel like they're supposed to probably discard their Atraxa to put Atraxa into play with this thing. Until they just, like, played... Oh, okay. How do we win here? Suppose it starts with this. Moment of truth. Motherfucker. Probably need a Valley Flood Caller. And for them to not have a removal spell, which is, like, never gonna happen. Good lord. We've gotten, like, actual incredibly unlucky this game. To see as many cards as we have and not found any of our legitimate payoff cards. 9, 14, 15. Go ahead. I'm assuming they're playing some type of Wrath. Probably Deadly Cover-Up would be my guess to what their Wrath is. So far, they've just shown us a bunch of mediocre things. Well, I'm going to 1. Playing a combo deck. We can win at 1 life. Don't matter. Enduring Vitality is dead. Another one down. Yep. Well, we can no longer win. Actually, maybe we can. We got to keep one of these things in play. Third Enduring Vitality song. Doesn't matter. Alright. We have died. Do want Ghost Vacuums. The torches seem pretty mediocre. Well, that being said, they're playing a bunch of just random... This is actually might be one of the matchups where torches aren't bad. Cut those. These actually can answer the big threat if it gets into play. Turn on 1 torch. 3 torches, 2 Ghost Vacuums, 2 bounce spells. I'd rather have these in the patch pop formations for getting rid of the Valgavas and Atraxas. No blue. We have Questing Druid and Enduring Vitality. I think this hand's fine. Yesterday. Over it. Eat it. Really just hoping to draw 3rd land here. They kept a 1-lander? Seems like a choice. Must be a 1-lander with, like, Collector's Vault. It's the only thing I can think of. Fuck. Having the Annoy with Affliction's a little annoying. The problem with Unstoppable Slasher being a good card is this card ticked up in play again. I don't want to cast this now. I'll do it on their end step. There's the vault. Oh, okay, let's Questing Druid first. It's stupid to kill that first before we know what we have going on here. Okay, now we can kill it without too much being upset. Drew Blue Source. I think we just lose the Compulsion Forest to make sure we have blue. I know we have this next turn regardless, but I don't think... Actually, it might be fine to be one turn off it again. Well, Hostile Investigator's fine. Just go to Sleight of Hand. Analyze a Pollen, go get an island. Yeah, let's do that. Go ahead, opponent. I will take the Kanagan hit. Just need to grow our little Questing Druid to be good here. That is an Omen Hawk. When we take the spell we can cast, it does something, I suppose. Enduring Vitality is not a bad pickup. Go ahead. Hellbent on another Anoint with Affliction. Sure. God damn it. Yeah. You got it. Take 4. Oh, I haven't even looked at the score. I kind of forgot there was football going on. I should probably check out the games, actually. There's 2 Monday night games this week, right? Chargers, Cardinals. Oh my god. The Ravens game. Holy crap. 41-31. Jeez. That's a big one. Questing Druid. I'm okay with losing this to get it to cast these 2, I think. I think that's better for us. Putting Storm Splitter into play doesn't really matter that much. I'd rather have the Torch the Tower with how our hand is currently going. Oh, did they score a bunch at the end, the Bucks? Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry pushed them for 500 yards. Holy crap. It's an interesting one to exile. Sure. Alexa, turn on the lights. Drax is not particularly great for us. Looks like Justin Herbert's thrown for a bunch of yards, though. I don't know how you guys aren't winning. I think we're supposed to sleight of hand first. Fuck. Well, I think we have to go find a questing druid because our hand is trash. Well, it looks like we have died. Well, that's unfortunate. We have died. Ouch. Well, that's the first loss we've taken to the deck tonight, so I'll take that as a decent run so far. Oh, where'd she go? Oh. She's sleeping. I can't bother that poor cat. Ouch, that's a rough one. 28 of them's a lot. Lotus is sleeping in the chair over there. She's looking very cute, though. That sounds fine. Putting in a lot of Restless Reefs. Yeah, Restless Reefs today. Jan demands the Lotus. Go ahead and pass here. They'll flash it in the 2-1. We can torch it. I'm going to attack for 1 here. I think I am okay with... Actually, I think I'm just supposed to pass. Let's go ahead and analyze a pollen and go grab an island. Just protest. I'm going to sleight of hand and then attack for 3. Enduring Curiosity. You got it. I'm supposed to take the tap land. I think I'm also supposed to bounce these 2 things. We should probably need to invest in a Lotus Cam. She doesn't like to sit in that chair now. She just sits behind me now all the time. I think I just want to play Storm Splitter and pass. And hope one of these 2 cards isn't a removal spell. Yes, I think so too. I was supposed to chuck this away, right? No, they had no reason to flash it in when they did. I don't think. They have a go for the throw for a Storm Splitter. We're in a pretty bad spot. Or cut down. It's not Enduring Vitality. Impulse gives us the most looks at Enduring Vitality. So we'll start with that. Ayo! Still not guaranteed to win, but... that's not great. Questing Druid is exactly what we wanted. Riptide's trying to find. In Paper Magic, this is like an actual combo that lets you make infinite creatures. Because you get to just keep replaying this, play this, untap all your critters, -4 to pick this back up, and you can bounce their whole board back. But on Arena, it will crash the client. I want the torches. I think I just want 1 Ral. Go with this. I like the extra bounce spell. I think we need the Ghost Vacuums or the Paw formations here. That's a neat little combo. This deck's full of a bunch of neat little things it can do. In the valley sky. This hand is fine. That's a little rude. Stormchaser's Talent's a good draw. It's a great turn 1 play. Are you going to go for the Throat My Otter? Oh, okay. That's more acceptable. I'd been a little irritated if they would have just go for a Throat or Otter. I think actually here I just want to play Stormchaser's Talent and step Questing Druid. I don't want to have this get hit by Phantom Interference. That is an Enduring Curiosity. That's fine. Take 2. You get a draw card. There's a lot of tapped lands. I think I'm supposed to just bounce this now. Hopefully opponent just decides to be extra greedy and just recast their Enduring Curiosity to draw a card. Nope, okay. Okay, I'm fine with casting Questing Druid. I don't plan on attacking with that anyway. That's fine. Don't really want to trade our Enduring Vitality with their Enduring Curiosity. Looks like we might have to, though. I'm going to do this to hopefully hit a Torch the Tower. That's annoying. You get to draw a card. Ah, okay. I know they can recast this, but I'm doing this so that I can just recast this and get another creature. Torch the Tower is not a bad draw. I would like to pick up my spell again. Think I pass. See how opponent feels about that. They try to make us draw a card. I torch this in response. Flood Pit Drowners. Do I care about that? I don't think I do. You can tap an Otter. I don't really care. I'd like to torch the tower of that one. I'm okay with this. I don't want this to get hit by Phantom Interference, so I don't want to cast it right now. Now I think I do. Just so I don't... If they get rid of their last card, I think that's fine. We just want to bounce both of our Otter... or our Storms back to hand. That's fine. And talent, and talent. The Storm Chaser's talent just gives you so much repetitive value. It's absurd. That's fine. Go ahead. I think we're still supposed to keep playing it slow. I think we're fairly far ahead as long as we just don't make any glaring mistakes. I think at the moment we have inevitability and we don't have to push it. Let's go ahead and cast this and see what we have. Decide if we want to block or not. It's really aggressive. Go for the throat. If I want to let him draw a card, I don't think I do. I just don't really want to go to fucking... I don't think I'm supposed to go to 3. I think that's a little too low. Yeah, little otters. Our little otters. That was really good. It's talent. Could just pick up Torch the Tower, kill their thing, but not really care about their thing. Tidebinder hit our activation on Storm Chaser's talent. That's obnoxious. Sure. Otter down. Like a Valley Flood Caller. Like to cast a Valley Flood Caller. That's acceptable. So I can play this for 2. Give all our critters haste. Blue, blue, blue. Storm Chaser's talent. Blue, blue, blue. Moment of truth. Every spell we find here that costs less than 3 is net mana. Bounce both of these. Uptick this. Pick up song. 5, 6, 7, 8. Play song for 7. Now we have actual infinite mana, and we can just bounce all their permanents back to their hand. Or I guess it's easier to just torch these things. Technically, we could bounce all of their things back to their hand and like make infinite power and whatever we want to do here. The world was our oyster there. We could do anything we wanted to kill our opponent. Anything at all. The world was our oyster. This deck is a blast. I've had a disproportional amount of fun playing this deck. The deck has just been just a blast from get-go. We found our nemesis. Basic mountain on turn 1. Yes. It doesn't happen often. I have to find a deck I really enjoy to play it 2 days in a row. I really like to bounce between decks. That is also true. It takes a lot to get me to have a good time. I do love myself a good creature combo deck, though. I've always had a soft spot for the creature combo decks. Hit me. Don't kill me. Alright, well. Hope I don't die. Good. Have you been enjoying it? How have you been doing with it? Having fun? Winning lots of games? That is terrifying. They're just playing a Manifold Mouse. Oh, that probably kills us. I bet they have a... I guess it'll be telling if they put Trample on it or Double Strike. Okay. So, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's exactly lethal if they have... It's exactly lethal if they have the any other pump spell. I think I have to block. I don't think I have a choice. I think the deck is genuinely strong. I do think that you get points because a lot of people don't know how to play against it properly, but I feel like the deck is just inherently powerful and does powerful things. That's why it's winning so much. And it's not an easy deck to play against even if you know what's going on. We have to find a 1-mana spell here to be able to continue to go off. Like Sleight of Hand would be ideal. Found a Sleight of Hand. We just have to keep ripping spells here. It's not a spell. We will take it, though. That'll do, pig. That'll do. It's deterministic at this point because the Storm Chaser's talent can pick up another spell. I mean, all of these are amazing. Yes, there's a lot of different lines to find lethal, which is another thing that I just really enjoy in decks that I play. Like, this deck has everything I love playing in a standard deck, or in any deck in general. Nice. Alright. Bring me the removal spells. We'll take out the spell that says my creatures cannot, or the creatures it makes cannot block, I suppose. Yep, exactly. The deck can go off from literally any point to just absolutely dominate your opponent. Just kill them from any point at all. It's hard also to find like a combo deck like this that plays through Shieldred so well. There's been multiple times where opponents have had Shieldreds in play and it just doesn't matter. Where we draw like 40 cards, but none of them are actually drawn, so it doesn't matter. This hand might be a trap, but I in good conscience, cannot mulligan a hand with 3 removal spells against mono red. My brain just won't let me do it. That is a hard one. The decks that are playing like Terra Sunders and things like that are really difficult to beat. The other, pretty much just decks that are prepared for with a bunch of exile effects. Like we beat up on a lot of the Caretaker's talent decks unless they're playing Lay Down Arms and like Soul Partition, because that card's annoying, and a bunch of those effects. If they're not playing all of those, we have a very good matchup against it. It's not a bad draw. I'd like to attack for 3. I wasn't expecting that to work. The Restless Ridgeline. Alright, you got me. We're going to start with Impulse, just kind of see what we can find here. I had a Storm Splitter and a Valley Flood Caller. I don't know which one's actually better. Probably the Storm Splitter. No, it's actually probably the Valley Flood Caller. Don't know. We're going to take this one. I can see that being very incorrect, but... Alright, go ahead. Opponent's low enough on resources, I feel like just pushing the Stormcaller out's fine. Or Storm Splitter. The Storm Splitter. Okay. Double Torch? Rude. Well. Attack for 3. Go ahead. The Manifold Mouse is here. Ah, there's no point in killing it this second. I may as well wait. I'm gonna wait until in case we draw something that gets effects off of casting a spell. Ooh, piece of candy. That was like an incredibly good draw. Did I make a red off that? That was... When they're upkeep, I want to murderify the Manifold Mouse. Yes. Go to 6. Or take 6, go to 2. Let's out 2 cards and see what we can find. The amount of pain lands through this game has been a little obnoxious. Attack for 3. So, we just need a opponent. Could we have killed him this turn? No, we killed him this coming turn. I don't think we could have killed him that turn, though. When you get to like these late game points and you being able to just bounce 2 of your own things back to your hand is just so good. Green, colorless, questing druid before we start casting spells. Valley Flood Caller should be lethal. Blue. I guess technically this isn't lethal. But they do have to block with the Restless Ridgeline onto the Otter. Or I guess they could not. That works too, I suppose. He did. Yes, opponent simply said, you know, okay, I die. That's fine. Just go out on my own terms. Oh, that sounds good. Wish there was a way to get... You know, this deck... What this deck really needs is the other Verges. Me too, man. I am also going to be super fucked getting up for work tomorrow. I'm going to have a That's another thing. I will be there will be no stream tomorrow night or Wednesday night because I get to work from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. the next 2 days. So I am going to be beat. I think I'm just supposed to attack. They want to trade their thing with us casting a spell. I'm fine with that. I just want to kind of find another land. I failed, so we're just going to take the Enduring Vitality. Yeah, it's going to be a rough couple days. I'm an enterprise supervisor for a telecommunications company, but we're having our MA meetings this week, so I'll put all those away.
This is cold.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. We're having our MA meetings this week, so we have a bunch of meetings planned for the entire day. So I've got to be in all those. I think I'm supposed to get a mountain, as awkward as that looks. Let's go get a mountain, play that, torch the tower of this thing, attack for 3. Just gonna get this Enduring Vitality into play and it should be alright. I'm strangely okay with this being their turn. That's fine. Hit me. So, unfortunately, opponent's deck plays Final Vengeance usually, and that card would be very, very bad for us. Because Final Vengeance does get to just exile our creature, which is not great. That's like okay. Things it's honestly safer being an enchantment than it is being a creature against our opponent. I'm fine with taking 1. Really just kind of want to hit a land. End step, I think we're just flashing in Valley Floodcaller. And we're just going to try to go off this next turn. We should be able to. We've got all the pieces we need to be able to kill our opponent as long as they don't do anything drastically bad for us. Like, they could Rottenmouth Viper if they're playing that. If they tap out so they don't have a removal spell up, we very easily win the game. Oh, we don't even need an untapped land. Actually. Now we do. Now we do need an untapped land. That's unfortunate. Please don't do anything drastically bad for me. It would make me sad. I don't like sadness. Man. I could, like, protect this thing, but it costs us a lot. No, I can't, because they're doing it for 3. Yeah, we should have to let it die. What are you doing, Alexander? Okay with taking 2. And set Valley Floodcaller. Okay, I can work with this. If we draw a 1-mana spell or an untapped land, we should very easily win the game here. We're here to protect the otter. Hey, that should do it pretty easily. So, Storm Splitter. Impulse. This town is probably what we take. It's like the most spells for most bang for its buck. Blue, red, blue. Moment of truth. Having both of these in play just make comboing like the easiest thing in the world. Well, that's what we're here to do. Gather all of the magic. One more spell should be good enough for lethal. I think we have lethal anyway, but... yes, much less thinking. There's almost no thinking that is involved when you have a Flood Caller in play and a Storm Splitter. It becomes incredibly easy to win the game. I don't like the Obliterating Bolts here. I do like the Torches a lot. I don't think Patch Paw Formation is very good. Ghost Vacuum's not particularly great either. This is a weird matchup. Thanks again to everyone who's hanging out in the channel. Hope everyone's having a good night. Everyone's enjoying the stream for the evening, enjoying the sweet, sweet otter deck. I can't keep that hand either. We'll want the Questing Druid. We'll throw Impulse. Feels bad. Mana base coming back to bite us again. Give us that hot Island. That is a Spiteful Hex Mage. Want to put opponent down on permanence so that if they try to like Disturbing Birth, they can't sack something good. They have to sacrifice their Scavenger Talent. That sucks. I think we're just ditching the Storm Splitter here. Greedy Freebooter. Alright. Alright. Copperline Gorge isn't bad. Let's go ahead and pass. And Stepple Cresting Druid, see what we can find. I am very okay with that. The Druid. Not exactly the most ideal things to be finding off the Questing Druid. But at least we didn't draw them, I guess. Joke's on you, opponent. I don't want this card in my hand. Doing me a flavor. Oh, I wanted those, though. I wanted both of those cards. Opponent scryed 2 to the top. Am I supposed to make 3 rats? I don't know if there's a world where this is correct, but I hope it is. Because I like the world that that's in. If making 3 rats is good enough here. There's the Rottenmouth Viper. Isn't the worst thing in the world for us. I get a treasure token, scry 1. They already kept 2 on top, so I'm assuming they'll keep another. That's odd. Just scry 2 more. And I'm going to take 4 damage from the Rottenmouth Viper. Because I do think I want both of these cards in our hand. I guess we could have sacked a rat. That might have been better. Torch the tower. Let's start with a moment of truth. See what we find. Say its name and a torch the tower. They just got a little bit off on the edge here. Not going to be able to win this one, I don't think. I think we're supposed to sack a rat to this last turn. We have to do that or we die. We can't block. They have a second Rottenmouth. Liliana the Veil's not great for us. Storm Chaser talent's interesting. We need to find that this town ain't big enough. I found Impulse, we die. Alright, let's go to game 3. See if we can get game 3. I think we have a decent chance of winning this matchup. I don't think it's horribly bad for us. Bring in one more. This town ain't big enough to deal with the Rottenmouth Viper. If they get one into play. The mulligan to 5 losing 2 cards is pretty rough for us. This hand's very good. That wasn't bad. Go ahead and just Storm Chaser's talent. I don't really like questing Druid on turn 2 anyway. Like on end step of turn 2. I like doing it on turn 3 a little bit better. Less likelihood of us losing our spells we hit. Not my otter. And uncalled for. Absolutely rude. Torching our poor otter. Didn't even do anything wrong. One step, let's quest. That was pretty damn good. Hopefully they'll have another Torch the Tower. I mean, they have... This deck also is pretty good at dealing with our Enduring Vitalities, since they have Torch the Tower and Final Vengeance. It looks like they have one of those two. Final Vengeance. But we just have to get permanents into play and we'll be alright. It's at least something our deck does pretty well. We'll pass, end step, we can Questing Druid again and just keep chunking permanents into play over and over and over again. The Forge, huh? I am very okay with Herbrisk's Forge. We'll chip out on the Questing Druid here, Seek the Beast so we can block this thing. Hit that Enduring Vitality and Analyze the Pollen. Sick. Sick. So let's Enduring Vitality. Play land. Might as well play Questing Druid and Analyze a Pollen, I suppose. Otherwise we lose it anyway, so... I've played against this deck that opponent's playing quite a bit. It just... The games where it does its stuff, where it like has a bunch of 1-drops and a bunch of annoying permanents to put into play, it feels really good, but I think the deck on average is just... You're playing a lot of bad cards, and you're going to draw bad cards a good chunk of the time. Like, Spiteful Hexmage is not a good Magic card. Final Vengeance is okay. Greedy Freebooter is a bad card. Let's go ahead and start with this. Storm Chaser's Talent. Pick up the torch. Torch this thing. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It wasn't quite lethal, but it's close enough. It's another game we won with just mediocre cards instead of trying to combo them out. I like it. Sounds good. Let's do it. Enduring Vitality does a good job of covering up our mana base sucking real bad. Sleep Cursed Fairy. The Beats in Pain. That Phantom Interference, so be it. We'll just pick it back up with our Say Its Name. Ooh, Spell Stutter. Go ahead. Alright, free the Fae. Ooh. Double fairy fencing. It's pretty good. I mean, I have to pick up a fairy fencing. So. I feel like if any of these blue-black... Oh, I can pick up fairies, too? Huh. I didn't know that. I don't think I've ever seen anyone really play this with fairies in their decks, so... I guess that makes sense. Second Enduring Vitality is cute. God, do you have another Spell Stutter? Yeah, that's fine. End step will Druid, I think. Blue-black tempo does not seem like it's going to be great for us. Enduring Curiosity. So I think I'm supposed to kill that. I don't want an island. The Fairy Dream Thief. I think we've drawn enough Enduring Vitalities for this game. Hit me. They have another Enduring Curiosity? Oh, a Kaito. You know, this card's seen a decent amount of random play in Standard, and I feel like that's strange. I don't know. I've played with the Kaito a little bit in Standard, and it doesn't quite feel as strong as I think it should be. Its +1's basically useless. I think it's really powerful in Pioneer. But I've been a little lackluster with it in Standard. Let's see what we can find. Impulse Stormchaser's Talent. It's not the worst. Oh, man. This doesn't reset this, unfortunately. We're supposed to just do it, though, right? Ashley's Fairy deck? I don't think I've seen that yet. I mean, that wasn't bad. Take the Sleight of Hand. Allows us to continue to try to go off. Okay, so you're saying there's a chance. We've gotten pretty lucky here. But we are playing to our outs. Grind's going pretty good. We are succeeding in winning matches, which is nice. This game is now over. Let's get Thunderstormy out. feel like I don't have a problem. The beats. They did do a lot of work with their tempo and counter spells. Yes, that is the last spell you cast. Do not go above that or you will have a sad time. Once you get above the 60, between the 60 and 70 tokens part, you start making things scary. That's when you start having problems and things don't go your way. Yeah, I think it's close to 100. I haven't gotten to the point where I've crashed it yet because I've been afraid. Yeah, you know, I've been meaning to fix that for a while and I keep forgetting. I can relate to that. A lot of those like caretaker talent decks or things like that are that way, or the domain decks, just a bunch of permission spells and then just a couple ways to win the game. This deck does not do that. It is a whole lot of fun to play. Cannot recommend this deck more. This hand is fine. It is. We have our second land in that. If they duress us on turn one, we probably are just dead, but. Yep, that is very true. Yeah, of course. After this game, just go ahead and throw it in chat, and we'll run through kind of any changes that I would make, or kind of where I think it would benefit from. Well, opponent's on nothing here, so I'm not going to jam an Enduring Vitality just to get it spell stuttered. When I can just cast a Storm Talent, and then end step Questing Druid. Sure. Free the Fae. Ooh. Ooh. Brutal. Yeah, that's fine, actually. That's the other thing. Duress isn't, like, incredible against our deck, because all of our... We have spells that are creatures, and all of our good combo pieces are creatures. So Duress isn't horrible. Dreams of Steel and Oil is much worse for us. Oh. That's an interesting play. I do think we just want to cast this. I mean, it's a card that we can cast that puts us in a really, really good spot if we get untap with it. But I don't want to just lose it for free, so... Oh. Okay. I believe opponent is incredibly dead. Or maybe not incredibly dead. We do need to find another spell. Impulse works. Impulse gives us a better shot of finding another spell. Do that. Play Storm Splitter. Storm Splitter can sleight of hand. Blue, blue, blue. It's deterministic at this point. We have lethal because between these and the Storm Chaser's talent. Blue, blue, red, 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 blue. I just want to make some more otters. That's all we're doing here. I want to make otters when I cast spells too. Alright, now we'll attack. Opponent's tempo deck didn't have any removal spells. I like that block as well. This deck is so much fun. We're now 20-3 with this deck between our two streams. That is nuts good. Alright, do you have that list? If you want to throw it in chat, we'll go through it real quick. Mono White Doll. Ghostly Dancer, Enduring Innocence, Singing Evangelist, Overlord. Okay, no, you're good. Let me see what I can figure out here. I know you've got 11 cards in your sideboard. Must play best of 3. 24 lands is fine. Split up. I like the Enduring Innocence a lot. The Ghostly Dances are good with the Doll Shop. Hey, do you have looking through here real quick, trying to before I say anything too much here. Okay, gotcha. Do you have any of the Collector's Cage? I think that's what it's called. I think that's what it's called. There's an apostrophe in here. Yeah, this card. Do you have any of this card? This is a card that I think is like really good in these mono white shells. Because it can put your doll shop into play on the porcelain gallery side. It's like really good with the Overlord and with you got one. I would play one of those. I would probably try another Overlord of the Mistboards if you have it. Singing Evangelist I haven't been super impressed with as a card. I think Toby's sweet. Also, if you have it, I'd probably play another Parting Gusts over the not on my watch. I think Parting Gust is really good right now. Oh, actually, instead of Do you have instead of playing Elspeth's Smite, you could play the 1 mana exile a creature for however many planes you control. I cannot for the life of me remember what that one's called. I need to lay down arms. Lay down arms. That's what it's called. No, there's not any really good Angels themes right now in Standard. Like, the only good Angel deck you can play, I think that's competitive right now, is probably the one in Pioneer. The green-white Angel deck. And I think it's just not quite as good as the other one used to be. Oh, yeah, yeah. Here, let me... Is there a way to export on this site? Never used Aether Hub for things. Oh, export. That probably will do it. Well done, deck. Alright, so what I would do to this, to kind of not move too many cards around, just because... Do you have laydown arms? Yeah, laydown arms, I would definitely play the laydown arms over the Elspeth Smite, and you could throw the Elspeth Smites in the board if you want to. That gives you more sideboard slots. So that'll put you up to your 15. Ghost Vacuum I don't mind in the main. I also definitely would put the 4th Carrot Cake in, probably, if you have it. In the main. I'm guessing you don't have the 4th Caretaker's talent, that's why you're not playing it. Okay, I'll add what I think is best to kind of keep this the way it is without moving too much stuff around. Cage. I think this card is really neat in these style of decks. Like anything that's playing like the Porcelain Gallery. I think this card's really neat for that. Because it also can put Overlord of the Mistmoors into play. Which is sweet. I think Sheltered by Ghosts is probably worse than playing Ossification. So I'd probably play 3 of those instead. I really like Toby. Enduring Innocence is sweet. I don't mind Split Up. 24 lands I think is fine. Probably can relegate this to the board. This also lets you flip the doll. This is technically a 2. I do like Sunfall. But I think if we still put Sunfall in here, we're starting to get just too close to playing just the normal blue or the normal white decks. At that point, we should probably be trimming these things for the other cards that are in just the normal mono white shells. Because then we're not really getting the full value out of the Porcelain Gallery. I like the Split Up because it can potentially... That's fair too. Trim down on a Ghostly Dancer. It's kind of was thinking as well. I would like to play 2 and 2. Like 2 of these. The Porcelain Galleries are sweet. I'd really like to get more Collector's Cages, but that's like a hard card to want to craft. Probably would trim out on the Sanguine Evangelist. This is... really think we want the fourth one of those. Maybe we just can't pay the cage, unfortunately. I really like Collector's Cage, but I just don't know if we can play it in here. I think this is probably about where I'd be to start with, if you're wanting to play the Porcelain Gallery. Ooh, you also could play... If you have Season of the Burrow, you can play that. Could play 2 bigger board wipes, too. Like, this card, Season of the Burrow is really cute with the Doll Maker Shop. You could, like, turn 5 this into the Doll Maker Shop, which is kind of cool. That might actually be better than the Ghostly Dancers. I think this card's probably better than Ghostly Dancer. Probably is correct to just play a couple Sunfalls in the deck, too. Do, like, a 2-2 split. Maybe just don't play Overlord of the Haunt. Play that instead of Burrows. It does instant unlock the rooms. I mean, it's either that or, like... Because you can't overload too high on the top, so, like, we... Having played 0 games with the deck, I think you can play 4 of these. Whatever 4 of these you want to play, I think is fine, but I don't think you can go over that. So, I think that any of these are respectable choices that you could play. It just depends on what you want to be doing. And then some of these you can put in the board for other matchups, depending on what you want to be able to play against. I don't think High Noon's very good right now. I would play more Lorenz if you have the option. Lorenz has just been incredible. Like, you could throw... I think, honestly, if I were to make a choice right now as to what I'd play, I'd throw these Seasons in the board and probably just cut the Overlords and try this is what I would try first. And just cut the High Noons from the board. I think that is what I would do right now. If it were me. Yeah, of course. And that shouldn't cost too many wildcards depending on what you have. It's not... We didn't really change too much around that was expensive or anything. I think these were some rares that we put in. Put in some commons and uncommons, but other than that, it shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, that is the list I would play with what was presented. Yeah, of course. I can post it right now. Let me... If I'm smart enough to find a good way to... I don't think it posts to my untap right away unless I play a game with it. I can export it, though, and throw it into... Give me a second here. I'm going to export it and throw it into... Oops, that's not what I wanted. We will get a list of this out real quick. That way, if anyone wants it, they can have it. Think that worked? So there's a list. There's that list as it stands. Again, I didn't look at the board super hard, so... But the main deck doesn't feel too bad. I've been fairly happy with Toby. The little bit that I played with it in Standard, the card felt pretty powerful. Probably should have a third Sunfall on the board somewhere, too. But it's a decent starting point if you want to play a mono-white list that's not exactly like every other mono-white list that's floating around. But thanks, everyone, for watching. Huge shout-out to everyone that came in and hung out for the stream. I'm going to call that for tonight because I have to be up bright and early for work tomorrow. So, thanks, everyone, for watching. I can agree. I think that Overlord is probably better than the Dancer, but if you want to be able to pop your room, I think it's fair to play the Dancer. Everyone, strictly to make the best deck possible, it's probably best to play the Overlord. Have a great night, everyone. Thanks again for everyone watching. Thanks to all the new followers. Thanks for everyone supporting the stream. Again, I will be off tomorrow night and Wednesday night this week for work, but I'll be back again Thursday night. So, thanks everyone for watching. Have a good rest of your night.